Hey guys, it's Kara, and I know I've been gone for a very long time. Lately I've had a habit of disappearing and reappearing, but a lot has happened. First, let's address this. I am now a redhead, as you can see. I'm going back to the red. I thought, you know, with the blonde, it was good, it was fun, but I needed a change, I guess you would say, and I may go back to the blonde, I don't know, but this red is awesome. I like how it goes from dark roots to brighter red. So I am red, and I bleached my eyebrows. Kidding. This is Kat Von D's Super Brow in bleach. I really like how it's turned out. I used to not have brows, and I would, you know, pen them in or pencil them in or whatever you want to call it, when I was much more into the goth industrial look. Not intentional at first. It was because I plucked my eyebrows and then I over plucked them, and then I tried to make the other one match, and then that one looked a lot higher, and then I just gave up and shaved them. So if they had this back then, it would have been like life-changing for me. I wouldn't have shaved my brows off, and it wouldn't have taken so many years to grow them back, and they're still not even like grown back evenly. But anyway, so don't worry, my eyebrows are not really bleached and they're not really gone, but it's Kat Von D's Super Brow in bleached. So let me update you. Earlier this year there was a health scare with Betty. She has heart disease. At the time we didn't know what kind of heart disease it was, and you know, she had to have an echocardiogram done, and that didn't go well the first time I took her. I was there with her, she was fine, and then they told me to leave and that they'd call me when she's done. And then a few hours later I get a call from them, from the vet, saying that Betty was not having it. She totally became aggressive, mean. I went to pick her up because they couldn't do anything to her, so they kenneled her for the day until I was able to pick her up. And when I went back there, because they couldn't get her out of the cage, I looked at the woman and I said, "Is that my cat, and what did you do to her?" Because she made such blood, like, curdling screams. I've never heard my cat make that noise before. You know, that Halloween stock noise of a cat screaming? It was like that, but she was doing it for like minutes at a time, no break. And she was so scared. She was in there all day, and I feel horrible. I couldn't pick her up sooner, and it took her like 15 minutes to even come out to me. So that was traumatic. I mean, when I mean it was traumatic, I was like crying and I was upset. I was afraid that she would have hated me. When we got her home, we had to clean her up because she, without getting gross, she was sitting in a kennel in her own urine and feces, and it was terrible. I felt like the world's worst mother, you know? Like, if I had a kid, I would have felt like, you know, a terrible mother. I mean, I felt like it. So we had to bring her back a week later, but the night before I had to sedate her and drug her with gabapentin. So it was liquid, and my mother and I had such a horrible time giving her that medication. She wasn't having that either, but we did give her as much as we possibly could give her. But she was squirming away. She couldn't be like held down. She was foaming at the mouth when we did give it to her, and it was just traumatic. Then this time when we brought her back, I was in with her as well as my mother. And she was a little drugged, but she was very much aware. She wasn't as drugged as they thought she would have been. And she was fine. They shaved her stomach and she was calm. I think it was because I was there. She's never been in a cage before. She's never been left alone before like that. So I think with us being there, it helped them actually do the echo. We got the results back like 2 days later, which was much quicker than they normally would have, and they were told right now at this time her heart's so enlarged that medication really won't help, and it won't do anything right now. They don't know how quickly it's progressing, so we have to take her back in a few months to get another one done to see how it looks, but pretty much the arteries in her heart are enlarged and thick. So she's 9 years old, so she's still kind of young for a cat, and the vet said that once we get that echo done, then we'll find out what the next steps would be. I personally don't think I'm gonna like put her on heart medicine, because I just want to give her a happy life, however long that will be. With heart disease in cats, it can kill them quickly, or they can live with it. It just depends, you know, kind of like humans. Like, it depends on how your heart responds. So that happened, and that was very upsetting, and I've been like spoiling her like crazy, because I'm like, you know, I didn't expect my cat to have heart disease. What else has happened is that I am engaged to be married to Robert. If you guys follow my social media, you are all aware of this happening. It was the end of March. He proposed to me. It was something that was unexpected, especially with him being in England and me being here in America. It's not like your typical engagement. It was something where it was happened over Skype, and he was just too excited to wait, because I'm going to London in June, which he was going to do it then, but he couldn't wait, so it just happened over Skype, and it was very sweet, and I am very happy and very excited. Like I said, I'm going in June to London to see him and spend some time with him, because I haven't seen him since November. So this has been the longest that we've been apart, and I'm so excited to see him and his family again, and just, you know, first time seeing him as his fiance, you know. It's very silly. Rob right now is selling a lot of his art for super low, because he's planning on moving to America, so there's that. He needs to kind of get rid of his art that he has, because he can't just keep it with his family. He needs the money, obviously. I mean, who doesn't need money these days? So he's selling his art for really cheap. I'll put links down below to him where you can follow him if you're interested in paying for any of his art. You can. All the money is going to fund towards our future and his move here. But so that happens. So I'm engaged, and it's just crazy. It's like, I never thought that I was gonna like actually look for wedding dresses, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. I've never been like the kind of girl that's like, oh, I need a white wedding with like, you know, huge like fanfare, like not at all. But now I'm kind of like, I want to do something. So we're gonna get married hopefully later this year. It depends on how things plan out. So there's that, and I've just been focusing on work, and I went off my medications in January and went back on them, because that was just a dumb idea. I don't know. Whenever you think you're doing good on medication, you're like, oh, I can go off of them. I mean, give it a go and see what happens, but I mean, unfortunately for my sake, I need to go back on them. They were working. That's why I felt like, oh, I can go off of them. So there was that. What else is happening? Rob is going to the BAFTAs in May for the Murdered for Being Different, that BBC docudrama, so that is exciting for him. I wish I could be there, because that's like England's like Emmys, you know, it's like a big deal. And so there's that, and other than that, I'm just counting down the days till I see him. And I'm already kind of packing, even though there's like 30 some days till I go. But yeah, so that's why I've been like kind of like silent and not posting, because I've been focusing on Betty, focusing on myself, and you know, going off of medications, going back on medications. It's just been crazy. I plan on probably doing more videos. I'm definitely doing videos when I'm in England. I think like I feel like vlogging is more of a thing that I prefer to do. I still want to do makeup tutorials, and I might do that, especially with this eyebrow look, and some other things. I don't know. I need to keep busy. I need to save money by not going out and spending money, so I think maybe by like doing more videos that'll help me. So alright guys, well, I am sorry for the absence. I promise I will be back doing more, and I hope you guys are doing fine. And I've been watching your videos. If you're YouTubers, I haven't been commenting and haven't been very social, but I have been catching up with everything. And for those people who hear the fire alarm, I know it drove you guys crazy in my other videos, and we tried to detach it and it didn't work, and the battery needs to be changed, and we've notified like maintenance, but it works because we've had instances where it's gone off, so it does work. But it's just a matter of getting on them. They're going to be renovating the apartment, so I don't know if it has anything to do with them being lazy, but I am so sorry for you guys to hear that. I know it drives us crazy and it drives you crazy, and again, I'm sorry. But anyway, enough of this rambling. I'm doing fine, I'm doing well, I'm gonna get married, and things are crazy right now, but all in good ways. So stay tuned for more videos, and thank you guys so very much for still being subscribers. I've noticed my numbers are going up. I don't know why. I haven't posted anything in a long time, so thank you. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.